a good thing, you know, that, you know, to have, you know, fathers, you know what I'm saying, you know, just to be, you know, part of their kids' life, especially boys, man, because, you know, you got a lot of dads out there, man, that's not doing the right thing. And I mean, to me, I'm certainly sure guys probably have excuses for reasons not being in their kids' lives, but, you know, whatever the reason is or whatever your excuse is, I just don't think there's any type of justification that anybody could sort of like tell me, you know what I'm saying, that would make me, you know, sort of like sympathize with a reason why you're not in your child's life, you feel me? So, but you know, it's a great feeling for me, you know what I'm saying, because I mean, me and my son, we got a good relationship, like ever since he was a baby, you know what I'm saying? So it's just something that's just part of me. It's not something I feel like, you know, I have to prove something to anybody. It's my job. You know what I'm saying? It's my job to take care of him. It's my job to make sure he's good. It's my job to make sure he get the best education. I got him in a private school since he was 2. I mean, you know, it's costly, but hey, that's just the part of, you know, part of being a parent.
Now later I see a pillow on Sophie. I should die before I wait a pillow on Sophie. Best mom, daddy, best mama, best boy, my girl, best say bye bye. And good night, I love you.
Good night, I love you too. Hey, get some rest, okay?
Yes. I love you.
Love you too. Once I iron my son's clothes, the next thing I do is, you know, of course, I gotta wake him up. So I wake him up and let him rest for like a couple of minutes before he brushes teeth and stuff. So about to wake him up right now. He has to be at school at 8:30. Now it's 7:53, so I just time everything so we could get to school on time. I put on his shirt. Now I'm certainly sure those things he could do for himself, put his clothes on, get himself dressed in the morning, but I like doing it. We're in the car is warmed up. You know, we're about to get out of here. Time to take him to school, but first I gotta stop and you know, get him his you know, his lunch, get him his snacks and stuff for later so he could have. Just to let you know, like, you know, and one of my main reasons for doing this is because a lot of times, you know, people don't give fathers like credit, because a lot of people think like, you know what, you know, every black dude is a deadbeat dad, you know what I'm saying? That's not true, man. Like, on the real, the school my son go to, and I could only speak on what I see, there's a lot of fathers, mad fathers doing their thing though, and we're not looking for credit. You know what I'm saying? We're not looking for credit because that's our job. That's what we're supposed to do. But my thing is, don't discredit us. You feel me? Like, even if we're not looking to be praised, you know, still, you know what I'm saying? Don't go around, you know what I'm saying that every dad is a deadbeat dad, man. That's not true, man. Like I said, you know, I've been in my son's life ever since he was a baby. His first words was daddy, you know what I'm saying? So, always been in my son's life. And, you know, it hurts when, you know, everybody just think every black man is a bad father. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's all good. And that's one thing I want to just let, and it's one thing I want to let fathers know out there on the real, like, yo, you know, take care of your kids, man. Like, you know, be in your kid's life. There's nothing better than the joy that it brings to be a father to your child, dog. I'm telling you, like, you don't know what you're missing, man. You don't know what you're missing. It's a joy. Like, I'm proud to be a dad. Like, I could go anywhere and tell anybody. First thing, it doesn't matter who I'm around, you know. I never hide the fact that I'm a father. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always tell people, you know, first and foremost, yo, I'm a dad, and my son is the most important thing in my life. You know what I mean? So everything else and anyone else come after. You feel me? And everything I do is for him. So, you know, that's never gonna change. That's just the way it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you know, I enjoy it. I like it. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's hard sometimes, you know, because, you know, his mom and myself, you know, we don't get along like that. But I'm not gonna let her, you know, deter me or deprive me from being in my son's life. I'm gonna do what I have to do, and even if it means, like, you know, doing whatever I gotta do. Like I said, you know, I'm gonna just leave it as that. Doing what I gotta do to be a part of my son's life, then that's what it is, you know. Yo, I just urge all you fathers out there, man, all you dudes that have kids, man, for real. I know sometimes, you know, women make it hard for you to be in your kid's life. But dog, listen, don't let that be an excuse, man. Be in your kid's life, you feel me? Go through the pain, go through the heartaches, go through the, whatever you gotta go through. Trust me, it's worth it in the end. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's worth it. Just go through it. Because I guarantee you, you know, if you got into a fight, you know, you're not just gonna give up because you want to prove your manhood. You want to prove that you could win. You know, if you're a drug dealer on the corner and somebody want to take over your turf, I'm certainly sure, you know, you're gonna fight. I mean, I hate to use those comparisons or those metaphors, but you know, I'm trying to speak, you know, to dudes so they could understand what I'm trying to say. Like, all I'm basically saying is, like, don't matter what it is, who you have to fight, who you got to go against, it's worth fighting for your child. It's worth fighting to be in your kid's life. Because if you look, man, look at these kids nowadays. Like, I'm gonna brag about my son. I am, you know, that's just the way it is. Like, I have a good son. You know what I'm saying? And I think one of the main, I'm not gonna discredit his moms, you know, he has a good mother, but one of the main reasons why my son is well grounded and he's respectable is because he has a father in his life that's basically, you know what I'm saying, setting him straight. Like, you know what, we have fun, it's good, yes, but when it's time for you to do the right thing and do what you're supposed to, I don't play around. It's a matter of being in your kid's life. Trust me, man, when you're a dad and you're in your son's life or your daughter's life, the kids, they're just different. They're different because they know what it feels like to have the presence of a father in their life. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, it makes a difference because I've seen kids and mothers out there in the streets that don't have the kids' fathers in their life, and I see how they act. You know what I'm saying? I see they don't respect people, they're rude. You know what I'm saying? Just the way they carry themselves, the mannerisms, you know what I'm saying? Trust me, man, it makes a difference. So yo, we have an important role to play in our kids' life, man. Trust me, dog. Step it up, fellas. It's 2009, and sometimes, you know what? Hey, we make excuses, you know, like, you know what? Okay, my father wasn't there for me, so you don't feel the need to be in your child's life. Okay, so what? You know, my father turned his back on me, but I use that as a positive. I say, you know what? I'm not gonna let my father's mistakes or let my son pay for my father's mistakes. I'm not gonna do that. So I tell myself, you know what? I'm gonna make a difference. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make a difference in my son's life. And when he was a baby, even if he couldn't understand me, I made a promise to him. I told him, you know what? I would never, ever, ever turn my back on you, regardless of what or regardless of whom. And from day one, I fought, you know what I'm saying? I fought to be in my son's life. Fortunate sometimes, like, even, you know, with mothers, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, they make it hard for you to want to be a part of your child's life. But again, just to reiterate, you don't let that be an excuse, man. Don't let it deter you, man. You know, don't give up so easy. You know what I'm saying? And for now, I guess, hey, that's all I got to say for now. You know what I'm saying? You know, just want to, you know, let you guys know, man, on a real, you know, if you got a son, you got a daughter, you know, maybe you haven't been there for the past year or 2, 3 years, 4 years, but you know what? It's never too late. It's never too late to make amends with your kids, man. Get to know your kids, be a part of their lives, let them know how much you care, man. It makes a difference, man, because too many of these kids out here, dog, just don't have any direction. And one of the main reasons I just think, man, is because it's the lack of fatherhood, man, that's in their lives, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't have any fathers in their life, and you can't have no other man raising your son or your daughter, dog. It's not the same. I'll be damned if another man have to raise my child. Trust me, it ain't gonna happen. So I'll put up with what I gotta put up. I'll deal with what I gotta deal with, so I could be in my child's life, man. And that's just the bottom line, man. On the real, that's just the bottom line. One thing I always do, I always walk my son upstairs, you know, take him upstairs to his class, take his coat off. And again, people always ask, you know what? Well, he could do it himself. Why you want to do it? I say, you know what? It's okay. I enjoy doing those things because those are some of the memories that I want him to have. You know what I'm saying? That his daddy was there.